When the new female CEO arrived, my coworker leaned in. I heard she has a killer figure. Think she's soft and sweet too. I almost answered. Until I saw her walk out of the elevator. Why her? God, why me? The heiress now running the company was the ex I dumped 4 years ago. She went straight to her office. The three of us froze. Then followed her in. Suanan always stood out. Cold, elegant, untouchable. But only I knew the side she hid from everyone. I'm Suanan. From today on, I'm Shannon Group's executive CEO. Since we'll work together, I have one rule. Don't act on your own. Yes, President Su. Introduce yourselves. You first. President Su, I'm Xiao Chen. I handle your schedule, daily meetings, and arrangements, including trips. President Su, I'm Fong Sheng. Half an hour later, we left her office. My head was still blank. Yi Juanhao called me a few times before I heard him. Chen. I called you twice. What's on your mind? Chen, you okay? I'm fine. What were you saying? We said Miss Su is insanely pretty. That figure should be on a runway. And that face, no bad angle. Think she's clingy in private. Terrifyingly clingy. Chen, what was terrifying? I missed it. Nothing, forget it. Inside the CEO's office, Suanan's phone rang. She picked up. Anan, you're back. Yeah, is that a problem? I didn't say that. But why Chenan? You know Xiao Chen works there. Don't mention him. I don't know him. Still stubborn. I said I don't know him. Then, why are violet and lamb tattoos on your back? Explain that. Why should I explain to you? If that's all, I'm hanging up. I'm working. Violets were my favorite flowers. The little lamb was because I'm an Aries. Back at my desk, I lay there, dazed. Suana, long time no see. 4 years, she must have someone now. No. Maybe she's married. Chen. What is it, Juanhao? What's wrong? Something happened. Nothing. I stayed up late. I'm a little off. What did you need? HR just sent a notice. No suitable assistant yet. So one of us will fill in for now. There's a race. So who's going? Not me. You guys go. I don't need money that badly. Fong Sheng does. He and his girlfriend need a wedding house. But Chen, you're the best fit out of us three. To the previous CEO, you were already half an assistant. Huh? President Su is scary. I'm scared. The woman on the stairs stopped cold. I'm scary. No way, why would Chen fear me? President Su looks a bit cold. But not scary, right? And she's really beautiful. I wonder if her boyfriend can even stay calm around that face. With no bad angle. Chen, why are you choking? You okay? Boyfriend, more like husband by now. She had a fiancé 4 years ago. No way she stayed single. I saw him myself. She smiled at him. Fong Sheng rushed over and covered his mouth. Chen, look at HR's message. President Su also went to Zhejiang University. But she was in finance. She was definitely campus belle level. You don't know her. You said campus belle. With this plain face. How would I ever meet someone like her? You had her and still say that. Chen, who told you? Your face is plain. It's only mid-month. And we've handled so many love lunches. Isn't that good? You guys save on lunch. Wow, thank you, sir. You're welcome anytime. We all stood up at once, staring at the woman by the stairs. My heart dropped. Why is she here? How long was she there? President Su, why calm down yourself? Do you need something? You could have called us. I came to check the assistant team. Su Anan looked around, her face easing slightly. HR should have told you. I need a temporary assistant. I've checked your resumes and work records from the last 2 years. Yi Juan Hao, you handle more client work. Coordinate with Xiao Chen on the handover. Except schedule management. You'll take over his other tasks. Starting tomorrow. Xiao Chen is acting chief assistant. Yi Juan Hao nodded. Fang Xiang didn't object. President Su, I'm not suited for it. Juan Hao work closer with the old assistant. He's a better fit. Are you the CEO or am I? Su Anan glanced at me twice. Then walked into the elevator. She's insane. So what if she's CEO? I don't want to go. Oh God, what do I do? Somebody save me. Agent. Why do you look like you're being executed? Chief assistant is good. Better pay, plus promotion. Why the long face? I'm not happy, I don't want it. Juan Hao, Asian. Help me think of something. She's the CEO. What can we do? Relax. President Su can't be worse than the last CEO. You might have it easier upstairs. An hour later, I went to the CEO's floor. I knew we were impossible. But hearing her cold voice still hurt. I buried it all. Put on a work smile. And pushed the door open. Su Anan sat behind her desk. Her fingers tapped the keyboard. Never looking up. But the second I reached the glass door, she saw my shadow. The one she never forgot. President Su, I've never worked as an assistant. I think you dislike the transfer. No, I just think. And what gives you the right to think? My smile froze. Right, who was I to say that? Now, she was my boss. If you don't want it, resign through HR. She looked so distant. Like we were strangers. Resign, why would I? I worked my way up. From a 6,000 internship to 18,000, with a 60,000 bonus. Why should I quit? President Su, one question. Will my pay change after this transfer? What's your current salary? 18,000. I kept my office slave smile. Her fingers tapped the desk. That's a bit high. My smile almost broke. President Su, what does that mean? Shannon's internal transfer policy has a 1-month probation. Since it's probation, your pay follows probation rate. I finally got it. Even as chief assistant, I'd still get probation pay. I laughed from anger. Then may I ask, what is the probation salary? Su Anan pressed the intercom. Chief assistant probation salary. 12,000. Got it. She hung up. Her voice stayed ice cold. You heard that? Assistant Xiao, any questions? I took off my badge. No questions. I quit, but as I turned, her calm voice floated over. If I remember correctly, Assistant Xiao's contract was renewed last year. The CEO assistant role touches core company files. You need 30 days notice. And legal's handover review. Otherwise, it's breach. You owe 24 months salary. With your current monthly pay. That's 432,000. But since you worked hard for 4 years, 430,000 is enough. Pay it to the company before you leave. My contract has no such clause. Should I bow 90 degrees? And thank you for the discount. Other employees don't have it. You do, I understood. She was doing it on purpose. She wanted to make me suffer. If the company extorts me, I'll report it. Su Anan stood calmly. Go ahead. I turned to leave. The business world is small. Assistant Chiao prepared to switch careers. I couldn't hold it anymore. Su Anan, must you push me this far? So what if I do? Beg me. I might sign your resignation. I won't. I don't even want this badge. I pulled the glass door open and went to the assistant office. The second I shut the door, I broke. I let you go 4 years ago. What more do you want? What do you want from me? After venting it all, I opened my laptop and wrote a resignation letter. Then emailed it to HR. Less than a minute later, Su Anan knew, not approved. The HR director called me. Achan, you're resigning. Unhappy with the new package. You've been here 4 years. You're capable. I know, 26,000 is low for chief assistant. But the bonuses are solid. I was stunned. Director Chen, what do you mean? You didn't check your email? President Su raised everyone's pay. Chief assistant gets 8,000 more. I opened the unread email from 5 minutes ago. It clearly said my salary would change starting this month. So Su Anan didn't cut my pay. Agent. Director Chen, was this President Su's decision? Yes. 2 hours ago, when she moved you to chief assistant. She mentioned the raise too. I only sent the email after confirming it with finance. After the call, I still felt like dreaming. 2 hours ago, before she came down to our office. Then why mess with me just now? A CEO assistant's hours. Follow the boss. Only when the boss leaves can we clock out. The pinned WeChat group suddenly chimed. Oh my god, President Su is a goddess. We finally don't need overtime. Compared to President Su, the old boss wasn't even human. Achan, why so quiet? Chief assistant that busy. I glanced at the new work group in WeChat. Only us three and Su Anan were in it. Not long ago, she sent a message. Unless something urgent came up. No overtime needed. Yi Juanhao and Fang Sheng replied. Only I didn't. Not busy. Didn't check my phone. I didn't want to reply in her group. I had just said I wanted to quit. I refused to believe. She didn't know I emailed HR. Forget it. Whatever. I'd stay the corporate slave. And she'd stay the boss. After calming down, I took the stairs down to our office. The moment my shadow passed, Su Anan stood up, grabbed her phone and keys. And when the elevator opened, the three of us saw her inside. We froze at the door. Not taking the elevator. Yi Juanhao finally moved. He grabbed us both and dragged us in. Hey. Fang Sheng noticed I looked off. Achan, what's wrong? The woman beside us had worry in her eyes. I shook my head. Nothing, maybe I didn't sleep well. Don't worry about me. After we got out, Yi Juanhao and Fang Sheng teased me. Assistant Chiao, you earn around $300,000 a year, right? So, you still won't sell that tiny old car. Yi Juanhao waved his car keys. Car subsidies are huge now. The company covers 20%. You'd save a lot. Just get a new one. I smiled and took out my keys. It still runs, why change? My money has other uses. Hey. We got off early for once. Let's eat together. Barbecue, hot pot, Japanese. No, I just moved into a new rental. I'm not used to it yet. So I should head home. I didn't dare mention the dog. I feared someone might hear. Once I'm settled. Come over for hot pot. Su Anan stood behind us the whole time. Only after we got into our cars did her white phantom pull up. She took out her phone and called. Find Chao Chen's new rental address. He Yanshen laughed on the other end. Didn't you say you didn't care? Su Anan stayed silent. All right, President Su. Give me 10 minutes. Su Anan hung up, satisfied. It was rush hour. And my little electric car slipped through traffic. Su Anan's driver saw everything. Couldn't help saying, who even likes tiny EVs? They look fine. But if they catch fire, only the frames left. Su Anan frowned. Are they unsafe? Haha, President Su, honestly. How safe can a cheap car be? Even airbags are only on higher trims. Hit it. P. President Su, what? I said, hit it. The driver shut his eyes, stepped on the gas and bumped it gently. Su Anan didn't flinch at all. She didn't even move. But when she saw my car shake hard, she snapped, "Can't you be gentler? What if he got hurt?" "I'm innocent, President Su. I really wasn't fast. I didn't dare floor it." A tiny EV got hit. Passersby started envying the driver. Meanwhile, I was stunned from the hit. I had just learned to drive. My skills weren't great. Usually, I was the one hitting others. This time, someone hit me. And it was even. Wait. I glanced at the Rolls-Royce behind me. Oh God, will I have to pay? I'm done. My life is over. Heaven really wants me broke. Thinking that, I opened my WeChat balance and checked. 18,300. Should be enough, right? That was all I had. Other than that, I was completely dry. Then someone knocked on my window. I tensed up. I could hear my own heartbeat. I took a deep breath and rolled it down. A plain middle-aged man stood there. He smiled awkwardly and rushed. Sorry, bro. I braked too late. Can you check the damage? We'll cover everything. With that attitude, I couldn't just hide in the car. Okay, I unbuckled and followed him to the back. When I saw the Rolls-Royce's dented front, my vision almost went black. My miserable future flashed before me. Really, it's your fault. I don't pay. Yes. Name your compensation. Our young miss is kind. She might even buy you a new car. Please don't make this hard. Don't put me in trouble. I touched my scraped rear bumper. My heart bled. But I still said, no need. Yours looks worse. No payment. I'll handle mine. Just then, Su Anan got out. The driver stood straight and reported, young miss. This gentleman says we don't need to pay. Su Anan glared at him. He shut up instantly. Then she turned to me, sorry. My driver was going too fast. I'll compensate you. The driver's eyes widened. My fault. Young miss, you told me to hit it. Why is this on me now? Is there still justice? Hearing that voice, I froze. Then I blurted out. President Su. She gave a cold hum. Buy a car and get reimbursed. Or let the company buy one. Choose. No need, mine is fine. It's okay, President Su. Su Anan stayed silent. Come to my office tomorrow morning. Telling Xiao Chen to buy a car. Knowing him, he'd buy the same model again. President Su, really, no need. It's just paint. This car is practical. Su Anan snorted softly. Then repeated, practical. I had no idea what she wanted. You heard me. Isn't it very? Before I finished, Su Anan's next move froze me. Hey, what are you doing? Su Anan got in and reversed. I instantly understood. I rushed back to my car and shouted. Su Anan, are you crazy? Stop the car. This man was brave. He dared call President Su by full name. The window rolled down. Su Anan leaned out. Old Su. Pull him away. Old Su didn't dare refuse. Sir, excuse me. Then came a loud bang. I stared, stunned, at my flip electric car. I shook Old Su off. Then snapped at her. Su Anan, are you sick? Why crash my car? Su Anan didn't even look at the ruined Phantom. Only Old Su's heart was bleeding. That was a global limited edition. Are rich people all insane? That's a Rolls-Royce Phantom. And she crashed it like nothing. Then Su Anan got out and walked to me. Come to my office tomorrow. And get a car keys. I ignored her. Took out my phone and called insurance. Seeing I wouldn't leave, Su Anan leaned on the ruined hood. Like she'd fight me till the end. Old Su walked over to her and asked carefully, President Su. Should we call insurance too? What insurance? Do I look like I can't afford one broken little car? Old Su looked at her ruined hood. What about your car? She glanced at me on the roadside. If it can't be fixed, scrap it. Old Su exhaled. Good. At least not scrapping it now. Because it was rush hour. Insurance arrived 90 minutes later. Seeing the flip EV and the Phantom, the insurance guy asked nervously, "Mr. Chiao, are you sure she hit you? You didn't flip it yourself. Are you blind? Can't you see? Stop talking. Just estimate the price. Then make her pay." I was furious. Damn it, Suanan haunted me everywhere. After the accident was finally handled, I remembered Lightning at home. "Please handle the car. Contact President Su for follow-ups." After telling the staff that, I went back to my car, took my valuables, and walked to the overpass. Seeing me move through traffic, Suanan sighed and followed. I saw her and shouted, "Don't follow me." "What? Do you own this road too?" I ignored her after that, and kept walking. Luckily, after the overpass, my rental was only 2 lights away. Any farther, I'd be dead. I rented a small 1-bedroom. A young couple was subletting, so I got a good deal. Before entering, I looked back. She wasn't there. I sighed in relief. What I didn't know was, the moment I turned away, she stepped out from the corner. Suanan stood downstairs, counting. When a floor lit up, she understood 8th floor. "Xiaochen, you'll never get rid of me." I opened the door. A pitiful whimper came out. I hugged him. "Lightning, Daddy's home. It's all your mom's fault. That bad woman made me late. Why are you back so late?" Lightning was a corgi. Suanan and I raised him together. When we broke up, I took him while she wasn't looking. After showering, I decided to walk Lightning and grab dinner. Maybe he'd been trapped inside too long. The second we got downstairs, he bolted. "Lightning, slow down. I can't keep up." "Why are you so strong? Am I walking you or are you walking me?" When we reached the compound gate, Suanan had just gotten in her car. In the mirror, she saw someone familiar. "Stop." The car stopped. The sight of me chasing the dog fell into her eyes. She laughed in anger. "So he didn't just steal my heart. He stole my dog too." The day we broke up, I got dead drunk at a bar. When I came home, the door wasn't shut. The dog was gone. I thought Lightning had run away, but even a reward didn't help. I never thought there was a dog thief. "My little ancestor. Can you stop? I'm about to die." I was hungry anyway, so I went to buy wontons. I tightened Lightning's leash and crossed the street. Suanan watched us enter the shop, then told the driver to leave. Lightning seemed to sense something. He kept barking behind us. I followed his gaze outside. Only a black car passed by. I scolded him. "What are you barking at?" "No barking." After dinner, the insurance company texted me. They said Suanan wanted a private settlement and sent me her number. Also, under the policy, the insurance company paid me 55,000 for the car. I put Lightning in his bed, then crouched beside him and whispered, "Lightning." I saw her again. She hasn't changed. Still so annoying. I sat on the floor, stroking his head. What do? I tried so hard not to miss her. Why did she come back? She must be married now, right? Lightning sensed my mood and rubbed my hand. "Lightning, want your real dad or stepdad? Choose stepdad and I'll return you to mom." Lightning whimpered. I patted his head, put him back, and climbed into bed. I opened my phone and switched accounts. Only one person was blocked there, with the same ID as the work group. She never changed her WeChat. Had she been waiting for me, thinking that I somehow unblocked her? After showering, Suanan sat on the sofa in a row, phone in one hand, and red wine in the other. "Didn't you say you didn't love him? Then why check his address? Stealing the dog tonight or revenge? A breakup shouldn't be this serious." Then Suanan suddenly asked, "When did his mother pass?" "Half a year after your breakup, I think." Suanan opened WeChat. Out of habit, she tapped the pinned chat. The last record was 4 years ago, the day Lightning vanished. "Achen, you don't want me. Why doesn't Lightning want me either?" She scrolled through hundreds of messages. Not one had been sent. Her finger tapped the screen. Unexpectedly, the message went through. Suanan set down her wine and tried to recall it. But it was too late. So she opened the work group. and sent Xiao Chen a friend request. After a few minutes, still no reply. Fine, very good, Chen. You've got nerve. Early next morning, before my alarm rang, the dog licked me awake. I'm late. Lightning, I hugged him. Rubbed his head, then grabbed my phone and saw unread messages. I tapped to check. But my phone slipped onto his head. Lightning yelped. I hugged him and kissed him once. Then picked up my phone again. The person I unblocked last night had sent 4 words, you stole my dog. I pinched Lightning's little snout and interrogated him. Lightning, did you secretly tell her you live with me? Speak, has Daddy treated you badly? Lightning looked completely innocent. He was the victim here, okay. I didn't reply. I wanted to block her again. But that would look too guilty. Forget it, I'll switch accounts back. After switching back, I saw 1 new friend request. My first instinct was reject. But then I remembered, she was my direct boss now. Not adding her felt wrong. Forget it. I'll pretend I didn't see it. What boss adds staff at dawn? After washing up happily, I remembered my car got flipped by a capitalist. So I had to take a cab during morning rush. Getting a cab took over 10 minutes. I rushed into the lobby barely on time. The elevator was about to close. Wait please. Xiao Chen must have terrible luck today. Su Anan stood with the finance director. I froze for a second, torn between entering and running. In the end, I braced myself and stepped in. Compared to this awkward scene, my attendance bonus mattered more. I greeted them politely. President Su. Morning, Director Zhang. Little Xiao. Rare to see you arrive right on time. What? Because of that message, I didn't dare look at her. Did she know I stole Lightning? Or was it sent by mistake? I had no clue. I had to take a cab. So I ran a bit late. A cab? What happened to your EV? It got hit and flipped. Huh? Who did that? Who drives that badly? I agreed with Director Zhang. But in my heart, I thought, isn't she beside you? To be fair, her driving really is awful. The elevator stopped on the 16th floor. Director Zhang waved and stepped out. Only Su Anan and I remained. The air turned awkward. I stared at the floor numbers. All the way to 30. As soon as the doors opened, I rushed out and headed for the emergency stairs. The 2 in the secretary area had no time to greet me. Before a gust of wind passed. Juanhao, was that Xiao Chen? Yi Juanhao was about to answer when he saw President Su and stood up. President Su, morning. By the time Feng Sheng reacted, Su Anan had already entered the transfer elevator. Feng Sheng asked curiously. So Xiao Chen ran that fast? Because he shared an elevator with President Su. By the way, why was he almost late? He's usually the earliest one here. I entered my office right before her elevator stopped. Su Anan still saw my glass door swinging. Her lips curved slightly. Coward, then she thought, Xiao Chen. Why are you even more timid now? It was just an elevator ride. And you got that scared. Do I look that scary? I quickly grabbed my laptop and went to the office next door. Just as I wondered whether to knock, the door opened. My hand nearly hit Su Anan's face. She looked amused. Meeting time, President Su. What, Assistant Xiao, got a grudge? I ignored her teasing and held out my hand. Su Anan looked at it and laughed. What, money or car? I'll give you the key later. I rolled my eyes and left. Watching me leave, she thought, Xiao Chen. You're such a bad ex. A good ex should act dead. But you keep showing up. What do you want? Testing me? In the meeting room, I hosted as the CEO's assistant. I hated to admit it. But when Su Anan worked, she really was magnetic. Xiao Chen, when I snapped back, people were already leaving. Yi Juanhao and Feng Sheng packed their things. They gave me a good luck look. Just as I closed my laptop, someone patted my shoulder. In a 2-hour meeting. You stared at me for 90 minutes. What, plotting against me? Guilty, I looked away and fired back. President Su, spreading rumors. How know I was looking, unless you were watching me too? Su Anan laughed softly. Then she changed topics. Assistant Xiao. Did you get my message last night? No, Su Anan snapped. You answered too fast. What's wrong? Feeling guilty. How do we settle you stealing my dog? Exposed, I cleared my throat. President Su. You need proof. We're not close. Why say I stole your dog? Seeing me deny it. Su Anan's smile deepened. She kept moving closer. Each step forward, I stepped back. Until she forced me against the table. With nowhere to go, I asked, what do you want? I said my dog was missing. But did I say you stole it? And not close. What I like most. You should know better than anyone. You call that not close. What you like most should be known by your lover. I only know what my girlfriend liked. If that's all, please move. I still have work. Xiaochen. Say that again. Whose likes do you know? President Su, hearing problems already. I know a director at Jiangcheng Hospital. I can book you a specialist. Get out. So I obediently got out. She snorted coldly and returned to her office. Meanwhile, inside the CEO's office, he just sprawled on the sofa, gaming. Go, damn it. Are you people sick? Why fear a model now? I'm so done. What a bunch of lunatics. Hijiao closed the game angrily. Then tossed her phone on the sofa. The moment she looked up, Su Anan walked in expressionless. And closed the door behind her. As Su Anan walked over, she glanced at Hijiao's legs on the table. Then said unhappily, put your legs down. Seeing her annoyed face, Hijiao instantly understood. Then she gossiped, sweetheart pissed you off again. If you can't talk, shut up. I don't care about him at all. Ha ha ha, that's what I wanted. She laughed for ages. How did you know who I meant? Admit it, Anan. You still love him. 4 years after breaking up. You still can't forget him. What, I still love him. Hijiao, keep dreaming. I think you're crazy. Hijiao didn't get mad. She leaned lazily on the sofa. And said slowly, need a reminder. You don't just have no boyfriend. You even lost your dog. How pitiful. President Su. Su Anan's pen paused. Then she took out her phone and tapped. I found the dog thief. Hijiao gasped, damn. Lightning's been gone 4 years, and you found him. The dog or the thief? Su Anan said clearly, both. Then she picked up the desk phone. At that moment, I was next door arranging her schedule. The internal line on my desk rang. Xiaochen, bring 2 coffees. Me, wait. Is making coffee my job? Isn't Fangsheng in charge of coffee? Why call me? Su Anan froze at my reply. If not you, then me. Stop talking nonsense. Go. Yes, President Su, I answered fast. Hearing Su Anan's tone, Hijiao nearly choked on her lollipop. Then she gave a thumbs up. Nice, President Su. You dare talk to your ex like that? I'm his boss. Why can't I? By the way, why are you so free? Why haven't you left? Hijiao froze, then asked back, didn't you order 2 coffees? I've been here this long. Can't I drink one? Is this how Miss Su treats guests? Can't I drink both? I love coffee, so what? Fine, fine. I'll wait for President Su to eat her words. Huff. Impossible. You'll never see that. At the door, I came in with 2 coffees. When I saw Hijiao, I froze awkwardly for a second. She greeted me first. Xiaochen. Long time no see. Hello, President He. Hijiao smiled. Are you free? Let me buy you coffee. I smiled politely. Of course. President He, after work is fine. The woman behind the desk saw us. And her face turned cold. Assistant Chow. Need I remind you it's work hours? Su Anan's cold voice rang out. There was anger in it. I laughed softly. She hadn't changed. She never let me talk to women. Once I did, she got mad. President Su, your coffee. Just as I turned, she said coldly, did I say you could leave? Seeing this, Hijiao smiled. I'll go. I won't disturb your drama. After the door closed, Su Anan slowly looked up and asked. Assistant Chow, what's an assistant's duty? To cooperate with the boss's work. Su Anan nodded. She didn't trouble me. She picked up the coffee and sipped. The next second, she almost ascended. You did this on purpose. I kept my polite smile. President Su. You asked me for coffee. But not what kind. I usually drink instant. Actually, only one cup was instant. I knew her habit. I deliberately put the instant one on her side. Messing with her was fine. But fool a client, never. Su Anan went stiff. From now on, even if knives fall, I won't believe Xiao Chen again. After messing around, I finally got serious. I reported today's schedule. After listening, she gave a faint mm. Then placed a car key on the desk. This is compensation for your car. No need, President Su. My car isn't worth one wheel of yours. Insurance already paid me. Using money to hit me. Like mother, like daughter. They handle things the same. I hit your car. Paying you with one is fair. You can choose cash too. Then she changed the subject. By the way, why didn't you add me? What if I need you for work? Use the work group. The second I said that, she said lazily. So will you accept it now? Or should I tag you in the group? I took out my phone. And accepted it in front of her. President Su, happy now? Su Anan nodded, satisfied. She hummed softly, back to work. Yes, President Su, but she remembered something. She called Xiao Chen. I had only taken 2 steps. What now? Can't she say it all at once? I turned with a work smile. President Su, anything else? Do you only have one number? My heart tightened. I nodded yes. Only then did she wave impatiently. Telling me to leave, she feared if I stayed, she'd want to hit me again. 4 years, why am I still the only one hurting? I refused, Xiao Chen. Are you ready? Since you came back into my world, don't think about running. After leaving her office, I patted my chest like I survived. Somehow, today Su Anan felt different. Then I remembered my place had no cameras. So I quickly ordered 2. At lunch I looked around. But didn't see Su Anan in the cafeteria. Right, she's the boss. Why would she eat here? Fang Shen said seriously, President Su is great. Old Joe used to nitpick everything. Not like President Su. She's direct. Hey. What did old Joe always say? If I tell you everything, why would I need a secretary? While we chatted, Yi Juanhao asked about this morning. Chen. What happened? Ghost chasing you? You ran like crazy. Don't ask, my car flipped last night. Were you hurt? I shook my head. I told them what happened. They looked at each other. Something was off. Then their eyes lit up. Chen. Be honest. Did you know President Su before? Yeah, why else crash your car? I gritted my teeth. Because she's crazy. Yi Juanhao's eyes widened. He looked around. Then put down his chopsticks. Bro. You really dare say that? This is the cafeteria. If President Su hears, you're dead. Then Fang Shen said, wait. You too. Don't tell me your exes. I nodded. Bingo. Damn, she's your ex from 4 years ago. I glared at them. Keep it down. Is that something to brag about? Fang Shen asked, did she pay for your car? She paid with a BMW. What's there to fear? If I had a beautiful, rich ex, even if we broke up, I'd still stay friendly with her. I added quietly. But I think she knows I stole her dog. Yi Juanhao and Fang Shen cupped their fists at me together. Brother, take care. About stealing the dog. I could never let that woman know. With how she handles me, she might call the cops. During lunch break. Maybe because her office was next to mine. I lay down but couldn't sleep. I feared I'd dream of her again. This was cursed. Before clocking out, Su Anan messaged me. Come to my office. I had just shut down my computer. I picked up my phone and unlocked it. Expressionless, I copied her tone. Come to my office. So hard to serve. I snorted. And walked to the CEO's office. Standing at the door, I took a breath. And pushed it open. President Su, you called. Su Anan sat by her computer. And pointed at the sofa. There were several gift bags there. Was she making me sit there and wait? With how much she disliked me. I was lucky she didn't make me kneel. Wait, I'll rest for 5 minutes. Seeing me stand still, she muted the meeting and said, "There are clothes on the sofa. Pick one and change." Me change? Who else? Hurry, don't delay work. I refuse. President Su. What I am wearing is fine. No need. Suanan sneered. Then mocked. You plan to wear that cheap suit to meet an important client. Cheap, she was going too far. This was my priciest work outfit. Was she okay? So I replied. President Su, your taste may be the issue. A formal suit is proper for clients. Seeing me stay stubborn, she smiled, then looked up and said, the meeting ends in 5 minutes. Take your time hesitating. But if you haven't picked by then, I'll help you choose one by one. I stepped back twice, then muttered, she's seriously crazy. Afraid I didn't know where to change. Suanan kindly added, there's a bathroom inside. Change there. I refused directly. Suanan nodded. The moment she stood up, I grabbed the bags and rushed into the lounge. Luckily, the lounge door locked. After calming down, I finally looked around. The room as big as my apartment. As expected, very Suanan. Her style hadn't changed at all. I checked every suit in the bags and picked the plain dark blue one. I was about to button it and leave when my hand shook. In the mess, I ruined the shirt. Most of my collarbone showed. I cursed softly, why rush me? Like someone's dying. Suanan said, open the door. I need to change too. I sighed, annoyed. I'm still changing. Almost done. I can't wait. No time. After the door opened, she looked me over in the blue suit. Her face didn't change. But inside, she thought, doesn't it fit? Why is he covering himself? President Su, I'll go out first. Stop. Her voice froze me. Suanan walked toward me impatiently. I backed up. President Su, even if you're my boss, you still can't. Then I felt her fingers touch my butt. She looked at me like I was stupid. She glanced once. The next second, she undid the collarbone button and fixed it properly. Done. My eyes were still blank. So she only came to fix my button. Suanan saw my reaction and laughed softly. Assistant Chiao, if you don't leave, are you watching your boss change? Only then did I snap back. I grabbed my clothes and fled. Suanan took out a blue gown and changed. Then she remembered fixing Achen's tie. Achen was already handsome back then. But now, he looked even better. Suanan smiled bitterly. Stop dreaming. Suanan, you're the one he threw away. As she fixed her skirt, something metallic shone on the floor. It was a ring. From the look of it, it was Achen's. Suanan slipped it into her bag. When I returned to my office, I suddenly felt something missing from my pinky. Damn it, where's my ring? It was there this morning. Where did it fall? When Suanan came over, she saw me crouched on the floor. She pressed her red lips. What are you doing? Looking for something. President Su, I lost my ring. Can I check your lounge? Sure, go look yourself. Suanan watched me leave. She thought angrily, it's just a ring. Why does it matter more than me? I'm actually jealous. Out of habit, she tidied my things. Then walked out with my keys. Only after did she realize it. Suanan, you're really sick. Addicted to taking care of him. It's been years since you broke up. How can it still feel natural? Habits are terrifying. When Suanan returned, she saw me muttering with my head down. How could it vanish? It was there this morning. I saw her come in with my keys. President Su, when did you come back? I took them, thanks. When I was changing. Did you see a platinum ring? Suanan looked confused. No. Was it expensive? I shook my head. No, but the person who gave it mattered. Who gave it to you? How important? Someone you don't know. Someone very important to me. Sadness flashed in her eyes. She stared at me, resentful. Only then did I remember the dinner meeting. President Su, the dinner is starting. We should go. Suanan nodded and walked out. I followed behind her, thinking, who's driving later? Am I driving Suanan's car? Or how does this work? The elevator reached the parking lot. Near the entrance, I saw a black Mercedes van parked there. When the driver saw us, he opened the rear door. Su Anan stepped in. I stood there, my brain spinning. Which seat should I take? Technically, I should sit with my boss, so we could discuss work. But I didn't want to sit near her. What a headache. Su Anan saw me frozen there. Why are you standing there? Do I need to invite you in? Hearing that, I opened the front door and sat in. I greeted the driver politely. Hello. I'm President Su's new assistant, Xiao Chen. The driver glanced at the woman in back, unsure whether to answer. Su Anan noticed his look and raised her eyes. Drive, why look at me? Need something? Seeing he couldn't get instructions from her, the driver smiled. Hello, Assistant Xiao. I am President Su's driver. My name is Songjia. Just call me Xiao Song. I asked, confused. You're President Su's driver. Then where's yesterday's uncle? Seeing us chat so naturally, Su Anan snorted softly. Didn't know Xiao Chen was this flirty. He barely talks to me, but charms others just fine. Maybe I shouldn't sit in back anymore. Should I drive and give them space? Oh, that was my uncle. He's fixing President Su's car, so he's not here today. I'm covering. We were chatting happily when the woman behind us coughed. Then she said lazily, are we leaving? Should I drive up front while you two chat in back? Xiao Song quickly closed the door. Then she answered. Sorry, President Su. Please fasten your seatbelt. We're leaving. The car started moving. Songjia and I stopped talking. I kept wondering where my ring fell. So I opened the secretary group and asked Fangxiang and Juanhao. Both said they hadn't seen it, which made me more anxious. From Su Anan's angle, she could see my screen clearly. She cleared her throat. Assistant Xiao. When meeting clients with your boss, do you always play on your phone? I paused. Then put it away. Sorry, President Su. I was just replying. After that, I didn't check again. Soon, we arrived at the hotel. Xiao Song turned back. President Su, do you need me inside? I looked at Songjia in surprise. Su Anan shook her head. No need. Xiao Song, go eat. Come back in 2 hours. After getting out, I exchanged contacts with Songjia. Seeing that, Su Anan stared at me coldly. Chen. I'm really a little angry now. You ignored my request for so long. But you're eager with someone else. That really hurts. So Su Anan didn't wait and walked straight into the hotel. 6 people from the partner company were inside. 2 had male companions. Su Anan looked around and said, sorry everyone. I'm late. Ha ha ha, not at all. We came early. Quick, pour President Su a drink. The man beside him stood up. But Su Anan stopped him. No need, President Lu. I have someone. I understood. I picked up the wine decanter and poured half a glass for us both. If even Su Anan couldn't escape, then what about me, her assistant? Plus, losing my ring ruined my mood. So I wanted some air. I leaned close and whispered, President Su, restroom. Su Anan hummed. I took my phone and had just turned to leave when a disgusting voice sounded. Miss, why come alone? Come drink with me. Make me happy, I might sigh. The lively room went silent. I turned back fast. A pot-bellied middle-aged man was eyeing Su Anan filthy. It was his first dinner like this. He didn't know the woman before him was the famous President Su. He thought she was some assistant. So he flirted without shame. Hearing that, Su Anan set down her glass. Calm as ice. She looked at him coldly. The whole room froze. That man also stiffened under Su Anan's stare. He couldn't help looking away, just as her red lips parted. My voice cut in. President Su, please step outside. Something urgent. I said it clearly and calmly. Su Anan looked at me, surprised. Amusement flashed in her eyes. She understood instantly. She stood up. Everyone, excuse me. Then she glanced at the man. His face had gone deathly pale. Cold sweat covered his forehead as he fell back into his chair. It's over. Completely over. My brother actually offended the famous President Su. The moment we stepped out, Su Anan's chest rose sharply. She held it in. Her fingertips trembled with anger. So I reached out and patted her back. She didn't avoid me. After a long silence, she asked, barely holding back. Xiaochen, do you have candy? I nodded. I took some from my pocket. And asked. President Su, what kind? I only have mints. They're not that good. So much nonsense. Just give me one. She quickly unwrapped it. And put it in her mouth. Sharp mint burst on her tongue. She closed her eyes and breathed in. Her cold calm finally returned. If this deal weren't important to Chenan. And I didn't need to keep appearances. Otherwise, I'd make that man vanish from the industry. Right now. Why are you here too? A familiar gentle male voice sounded. A man walked up to Su Anan. Su Anan looked at him and said. I'm having dinner with a client. You came alone. I came with godmother. Anan want to greet her. Su Anan waved him off. No. No need to ruin everyone's mood. After that, Su Anan walked past him. Then the man called out, Anan. You haven't been home in ages. Don't you miss it? I stood aside, studying the man. This man? Was he the one? With her at the bridal shop 4 years ago. He looked familiar. Hearing their talk, I stepped back. Why would I go home? Her house doesn't welcome me. It's been 4 years. Godmother was wrong back then. But Shen Heng, who do you think you are? Who let you meddle in my life? She ignored his reaction. And walked straight ahead. I quickly stepped back again. Afraid of getting dragged in. Why were those two fighting? And why wouldn't Su Anan go home? So strange. Thinking that, I felt this place wasn't safe. Better return and wait for Su Anan. But when I saw the scene inside, I somehow got annoyed. So I leaned against the wall outside. And remembered the past. About my days with Su Anan. Her dimples when she smiled. How cute she was when clingy. I remembered our breakup. Her red eyes begging me to stay. Then I remembered how cold she was as my boss. I remembered every side of her. That's why I never forgot her. Why are you standing here? It's a little awkward inside. Su Anan glanced into the room. Then said, I'll get your jacket. You settle the bill. Meet me in the lobby. Using an urgent meeting as an excuse, Su Anan took my jacket and left. After paying, I sat in a corner to wait. Then I saw over 10 people come out. The woman in the middle was Su Anan's mother. And the man beside her was Su Anan's so-called fiancé. Luckily, I sat in a blind spot. They wouldn't see me unless they looked. When Su Anan came out with my jacket, she ran into Mrs. Su Anan. Su Anan paused. Mom, so you still know I'm your mother? You came back but didn't go home. After years, are you done making trouble? Making trouble. So to you, I've just been throwing a tantrum. Right, you always love control. When did you ever care about me? I'm your mother. Su Anan, is that how you speak to me? If you weren't my mother, do you think I'd only stay away? She ignored them and walked on. Mrs. Su saw the men's jacket. And shouted, Su Anan. Stop right there. Which man are you fooling with now? And why didn't you greet Ah Heng? You have worse manners every year. None of your business. And don't bother. Then she left without looking back. Godmother, you know Anan's temper. Please don't be angry. Ah Heng, if she doesn't value you, it's her loss. No matter what, you're my Su family's son-in-law. Only after they left did I stand and walk outside. Their words kept circling in my head. Why was Su Anan doing this? Did she hate the marriage her family arranged? But if she hated it, didn't she still marry him? Her mother clearly said Shen Hang was the Su family's son-in-law. Just as I couldn't figure it out. My phone rang. I saw the familiar number. And answered. What are you doing? Where are you? I'm coming. In the parking lot, Su Anan leaned against the car, holding my jacket. Her head was lowered. I couldn't read her. Hearing my steps, she looked up. Where did you go? Didn't I say wait in the lobby? I made up an excuse. I took a call near the entrance. She nodded, then got in. Seeing me stay still, she looked at me, not getting in. Do you want to clock out? So I got in. The car left the hotel. Xiao Song asked. President Su company or Xiao Chen's place first? Send him home first. Brother Chen, where do you live? Hearing that address, Su Anan frowned. She said, Xiao Song. What did you just call him? Brother Chen, why? President Su, are you too close? Facing her boss's question, Songjia looked lost. I live at Shanshui Jiyuan near work. Know the way? I do, along the way. Su Anan kept her eyes shut. Meanwhile, I kept thinking, where exactly my ring fell. The company was huge. If it didn't fall in the office, finding it would be hard. Brother Chen, we're here. The car stopped at the gate. I got out and said goodbye to them. Thanks, Xiao Song. President Su, I'll go. See you tomorrow. Through the half-lowered window, Su Anan watched me leave. Only then did she tell Xiao Song. Drive. Then she said, ask around this compound. Building 16, 8th floor. Any units? Rent or buy, either works. Settle it within half a month. President Su, you want to live here, because it's close. Is that a problem? No problem, it's just... Why building 16, 8th floor? Can't it be another floor? Why so chatty after coming back? Just do as I say. Okay, in the empty villa. Su Anan sat on the sofa. She took out the ring and held it up. It was just a cheap ring. Who would give such a shabby gift? Even looking at it annoyed her. If HN saw it in the trash, he'd definitely fight me for it. Su Anan went upstairs to shower. When she came down for water, she stared at the ring, then bent down and picked it from the trash. When I got home and opened the door, Lightning rushed over. He wagged his tail and circled me. Exhausted, I hung my jacket by the door, then bent down and hugged him. Sorry. I came home late. I checked the food and water I left this morning. Seeing he'd eaten, I relaxed. I held him and sat in the dark. Only one small sensor light was on. I changed it specially, afraid he'd be scared when I came home late. I stroked him. The bitterness finally broke through. So I told Lightning. Lightning, what do I do? I lost the ring my mom gave me. I couldn't keep Su Anan. Now I can't even keep mom's ring. I'm useless. Lightning sensed my sadness and licked my hand. My mood sank hard. I kept stroking him to calm down. Lightning, good thing you're here. Otherwise, I wouldn't know how to survive missing her. After showering, I still took Lightning downstairs. I went to the convenience store and said, 1 lemon drink. Just as I was about to pay, I paused and said, and 1 mint candy. Thank you, sorry for the trouble. After leaving, I put the drink in my pocket and wrapped the leash around my wrist. Suddenly, I remembered when we dated. Whenever I drank that, she got curious. Every time she tasted it, she frowned and complained. It tastes awful. And whenever she did, I found her so cute. I always wanted to kiss her. Xiao Chen, you really are shameless. The memory ended. I sighed. Too bad it was all memory now. We could never go back. Back home, I removed Lightning's leash. I sat cross-legged on the floor and turned on the TV. My favorite show was playing, but my mind wasn't there. I stroked Lightning's head and muttered, Lightning, I'll find you a stepmom someday. As if he understood. He barked twice. So you don't like that either? Forget it. I won't love anyone else anyway. Let's just depend on each other. Today was Saturday, so no work. I got up early and cleaned. Then sent my location in the group, inviting Yu Juanhao and the others for hot pot, a housewarming meal, to make the place feel alive. Lightning, stay home and behave. Daddy's buying groceries for you. There was a market and mall nearby. As I walked, I complained. Su Anan is crazy. Why crash my car? Great, just great. Now I have to walk. What a hassle. Forget it. Maybe I should buy another car. With groceries in both hands, I cursed all the way home. Then I saw a woman at my door. She looked about 30. A box sat by her feet. I froze. Isn't that Meng Yue? Why is she here? Sister Yue, rare guest. Why are you here? Meng Yue took the bags from me. I went home 2 days ago. Aunt asked me to bring you things. I was free today. So I came. I unlocked the door and said, come in. Disposable slippers are in the cabinet. Meng Yue brought the box inside too. Opening the cabinet, she saw women's slippers. Wait, aren't these women's slippers? Can't I wear these? Don't touch them, lightning will bite you. Sure enough, lightning rushed out. Xiao Chen. Control your dog. It's been years, why still bark at me? How many times? I'm your cousin. Not your girlfriend. I was sorting things in the kitchen. Hearing her complain. I laughed. Lightning. Come here, don't bite people, be good. I'm a fitness coach, okay. And I'm scared of a pet dog. How embarrassing. But don't blame me. When Anne passed 3 years ago, I only hugged my cousin once. And this silly dog bit me hard. Had to get a tetanus shot. When will Lightning understand? I'm just Achen's cousin. Not his girlfriend. Achen, Anne said go on a blind date. What do you think? You go for me. You really dare say that? I must have owed you in my past life. You already ruined my reputation. I'm losing all my friends. They think I like women and fear I'll hit on them. Aren't you enjoying it too? The doorbell rang. Meng Yue opened the door. Yi Juanhao stood there with 2 big grocery bags. He grinned. Yo, Sister Yue. You're here too. He casually kicked off his shoes, put down the bags and petted the dog. Lightning. Brother Juanhao's here. Miss me? Seriously? Why so polite? You coming is enough. Why buy so much again? We can't finish all this. Who freeloads empty-handed? I rolled my eyes. Then asked, where's Fang Zheng? Why isn't he here? He should arrive soon. Yi Juanhao replied. Then he saw Meng Yue putting his shoes in the cabinet. He said awkwardly. Sister Yue, sorry. How can I let you put my shoes away? It was convenient. I'll wash vegetables. You guys talk. Okay, his eyes followed her. Wake up. If you like her, chase her. Don't worry, she has no boyfriend. No, forget it. I'm insecure, I fear rejection. I looked at him in disbelief. You're insecure? Juanhao, don't make me laugh. Every day, who sends me all that messy stuff? Who? After hearing that, Yi Juanhao looked away guiltily. Soon, Fang Zheng arrived with his girlfriend. How can a housewarming have no cake? May every day here be sweet and happy. Thanks everyone, come in, sit. Ha ha ha, real friends indeed. When it was time to cut the cake, Yi Juanhao took out his phone. Photo first, come on, 3, 2, 1. Meanwhile, Su Anan finished swimming and opened her phone. She saw He Jiao had sent her a moment's screenshot. Wait, the dog thief you mentioned. Is your dear Achen, right? This photo looks great. Oh no. Your dear Achen found your dog a stepmom. Su Anan exited the chat. And opened my moments, nothing. She checked the other 2 secretaries. And found the same photo. Su Anan made a call. Where did you get that picture? Xiao Chen's moments. The call ended. He Jiao clicked her tongue. Fine. Very good, Achen. You're getting bold. You even hide your moments from me. Stealing my dog wasn't enough. Now you take photos with my dog and another woman. Just wait. So Su Anan made another call. In my apartment, Meng Yue had helped clean. And was about to leave. The moment she opened the door, she froze at the officers outside. Then she asked, hello. Who are you looking for? Hello, does Xiao Chen live here? Hello, I'm Xiao Chen. What's this about? The officer showed his ID. We received a report. Someone says you stole their dog. You need to come to the station. And give a statement. I froze. Meng Yue looked shocked. Achen. You stole a dog, why didn't I know? Isn't Lightning yours? I ignored her. And asked the officer. Officer, is the reporter's surname Su? Sorry, we can't disclose that. I nodded. Can I pack up first? They nodded. Then Meng Yue stepped in. Officer, my brother raised this dog for years. Missing doesn't mean he stole it. How about you go first? And I'll come with him as witness. Alright, bring the dog too. After the door closed, Meng Yue asked, was it your ex? Judging from this, probably. Wasn't Lightning yours back in college? Why would your ex report you? We raised him together. She paid for him. Meng Yue followed me and said. So after breaking up, you took him without telling her. Didn't you hear them? I stole the dog. She went speechless. Then comforted me. It's okay, if she wants him, return him. At worst, I'll buy you another one. I said nothing. Holding Lightning, I left the elevator. In the car, I stared out blankly. Meng Yue asked Chen. Are you still in touch with your ex? How do I put it? I guess so. Either yes or no. What does I guess mean? I don't get you. Because right now, she's my direct boss. Damn, so she called the cops just to mess with you. I really want to know what madness Su Anan is up to. The car stopped outside the station. I already saw her at the entrance. She looked unlike her office self. Meng Yue whispered, that's her. She's gorgeous, why so vicious? Yes, that's her. Sister Yue, go back. I can handle this. Su Anan didn't know Meng Yue. But she was possessive of me. I feared she'd dislike Meng Yue. Though leaving was the best choice. No. How can I leave you alone? If my parents know, they'll scold me when I got out. Lightning seemed to sense something. He kept struggling. Annoyed, I scolded him. You haven't seen her yet, already excited. Lightning, you heartless little thing. Soon, go home with your mom. Then you won't see daddy again. When Meng Yue appeared with me, Su Anan saw us and sneered. Then she went inside. Inside the station, a lawyer stood beside Su Anan. Before he spoke, Meng Yue's phone rang. After she answered, I said, go handle work. I'll take a cab back. Meng Yue didn't want to leave, but it was urgent. She couldn't keep a client waiting. Alright, call me if anything happens. Why so fussy? Just go. My impatience to Su Anan. Looked intimate with another woman. Chen lets another woman touch him now. My heart really hurts. But right now, I can't do anything. Su Anan glanced at the lawyer. He placed the documents before me. Mr. Chow, this is President Su's purchase receipt from 6 years ago. Plus the documents. Filed before the dog went missing. I rubbed Lightning's head and asked, what proofs? This dog is yours. All dogs of this breed look alike. Does President Su have proof? Lightning has a burn mark on his right front paw. You can check. Mr. Chow, we need to see the dog's right paw. Resigned, I put Lightning on the table. No need. He's hers, but I didn't steal him. Back then, we were together. She bought him. But we raised him together. So taking him wasn't theft. Su Anan never knew. I went back 4 years ago. She had drowned in our breakup. After Lightning vanished, she kept searching. She never thought I'd gone back. The officer was silent, then said, Mr. Chiao. Miss Su bought the dog. Under civil regulations. The dog must return to her. I nodded and said nothing. Su Anan hummed softly. She tapped the table twice. And said, Lightning, come here. Come to mommy. The dog circling in front of me suddenly jumped into her arms. What a heartless, ungrateful dog. I raised him for years. And he abandoned me just like that. I stood and asked, excuse me. Can I leave now? The officer looked at Su Anan. She signaled the lawyer to handle it. I didn't even look at Lightning. I got up to leave. Su Anan stood holding the dog. Then reached toward me. Wait. Give my things back. I stopped and turned back, confused. What things? Didn't you want the dog? I returned him. I took nothing else. She pressed her lips, the leash, and the pendant on it. We made that together. What? Don't want to return it? Can't I just courier it to you? Must you rush me? No need. I'll get it with you. She carried Lightning and walked past me. I followed behind. Once outside, I didn't get in her car. I took a cab home. When I got downstairs, Su Anan stood by the flower bed, dazed. Lightning circled her feet. I passed her and went to press the elevator. Seeing me, Su Anan followed in. The elevator went up. Neither of us spoke. At my door, just as I raised my finger, I heard her say. 4 years ago, did you come back to make up? I froze. Then replied, you're overthinking. I just passed by. She moved closer. And I stepped back. My back hit the door. She stared at me, passed by. HN, still so stubborn. You passed by and went upstairs. Passed by and took the dog. When you took lightning, did you think I'd be sad, heartbroken? I'll return him, okay. My fake calm made Suanan flush with anger. Then she stood on tiptoe and kissed me. When her warm lips touched mine, I wanted to push her away. But somehow, I couldn't with emotions tangled. My hands held her waist. Then I took over and deepened it. Did you think only you suffered? Since you came to my door, I won't hold back. In the end, Suanan bit me. You forced me. I laughed angrily. Then said, Miss Su, look carefully. Who started it? Then I pushed her away and opened the door. Suanan shut it from outside. She stood there dazed. Then stomped angrily. Xiaochen, you're so annoying. I won't like you anymore. Beside her, lightning scratched the door. Suanan stroked his head silently. Soon, the door opened again. I held 2 big bags. Everything you want is here. His food and toys too. I know you can buy new ones. But he's used to these. Change them after he adjusts. This is the suit you gave me. I washed it too. And President Su, there's a lot. It's heavy. Call your driver to help. You may not carry it alone. My voice was choked. Why did I fight for this? I knew the dog was with him. But seeing HN so close to someone else made my heart ache. So, I used this way to get his attention. But I think I was wrong. Since you have everything, leave. Don't come here again. Just as I closed the door, a hand blocked it. With red eyes, Suanan asked HN, must you draw the line so clearly? You started settling accounts. Suanan, everything between us has been returned. Now leave my home. Xiaochen, I didn't mean it that way. Let me explain. I don't want lightning anymore. I'll give him back, okay? Suanan, stay away from my home. I don't want to see you. Hearing that, Suanan tried my door password, wanting to talk face to face. She tried one after another. But all were wrong. She nearly broke. Then she hugged lightning. Tears falling hard. As if releasing years of longing and hurt. After she finally calmed down, she turned to leave. I stood by the window and watched her carry lightning and leave with the bags before I returned. But after I went back, Suanan stopped. She looked at the 8th floor window for a long time. I opened the door again. The suit bag was still outside. I picked it up and closed the door. Then collapsed on the sofa. I took a lollipop from the drawer and put it in my mouth. Sweetness spread instantly. Suanan got into the car holding lightning. After so long, he finally saw mommy. So he was excited. He didn't know he'd lost daddy. Why are you so happy? Your dad is heartbroken. It's your fault. Why act so happy? Isn't this because of you? I'm just a quiet, handsome dog. Why blame me? Suanan took out her phone and messaged me. Agent, I was wrong. Don't be mad. I'll leave lightning at your door. The message sent. And a red mark popped up. Suanan froze. Then got even angrier. Forget being his ex. I'm still his direct boss. Xiaochen, you really dare? You blocked your boss. Suanan was so mad. She pinched Lightning's face. Then tapped the pin contact labeled baby. HN, I'm sorry. Suanan's world collapsed again. Another red mark. Xiao Song saw through the mirror. The happy dog and teary boss. She was confused. Isn't that Brother Chen's dog from Moments? Why did you take him? President Su. Did you steal Brother Chen's dog? Shut up. You talk too much. Xiao Song got glared at. He dumped me without explanation. Then secretly went back. And took the dog. He was even close to another woman. That hateful Xiaochen. I hate you the most. Since returning lightning at the station and blocking Suanan, my home felt much emptier. Without that little thing clinging to me. I ate plain noodles for days. Monday, I went to work. Holding the weekly schedule. I entered her office expressionless. President Sue, this week's schedule. If there's nothing else, I'll go. Wait, remove me from your blacklist. We need it for work. The work group is enough. No private contact needed. As I turned, her voice drifted over. Lightning was raised by us for 4 years. You can really let go. I didn't stop. But my heart hurt badly. She bought the dog. But the longing, feeding, companionship, and forced breakup were mine. I couldn't say a word. Now she took him back by force. Then asked if I could let go. She really knew where to stab. After work, Meng came to pick me up. Dog's gone. Let's relax. No, send me home. Help me order a black Wuling. From the corner of my eye, I saw Suanan in the Maybach, staring at us. A week passed smoothly until Friday. Suanan called me into her office. Headquarters needs me for a week. This is my current address. After work, come walk lightning. I wanted to refuse. But deep down, I missed him badly. Lately, I kept dreaming too. Of the day we broke up 4 years ago. I cruelly said I didn't love her. But Mrs. Su and Shen Heng forced me using my parents' property. And threatened Suanan's future. To make me leave. I had no choice. I could only agree, pulling back. I said coldly, okay, President Su. I'll book the flight now. After booking it, and confirming she took off, I took a cab to the villa. Butler Wang opened the door. Lightning jumped over and circled me. Wang smiled. Since Lightning came back, he's been restless all day. First time I've seen him this happy. For 5 days. I left work early to play with him. Every time, it was dinner time. And I couldn't refuse, so I ate before leaving. On Friday evening, Suanan rushed back overnight. I brought pastries, planning to finish up. But Shen Heng sat in the living room. Like he owned the place. Mr. Chiao, sit, let's talk. About Anand these 4 years, no need. I came to feed the dog. I'll leave after. I avoided Lightning coming toward me. Not wanting anything to do with Shen Heng. Outside, I remembered Lightning needed a shot tomorrow. I went back to remind them. But saw Shen Heng leading him toward the lake. Lightning was afraid of water. Why take him near the lake? I followed quietly. Then I saw Shen Heng pretend to slip. And let Lightning fall into the freezing lake. April lake water was icy. I had no time to think. I dropped my things and jumped in. I grabbed the trembling Lightning. Once ashore, I punched the man before me. 4 years ago, you forced me from Anand. Now you take it out on a dog. He raised his hand, but I grabbed his wrist. No time to argue. Lightning was badly frightened. I rushed him to the pet hospital. After settling him, I went home soaked with a low fever. I found no cold medicine. So I ordered delivery. The doorbell rang. I opened it. Suanan touched my forehead. She snapped, you jumped in instead of calling security. You had to catch a cold. I felt awful. So I didn't argue. Your dog, I saved him, and I'm wrong. What kind of logic is that? She walked in and saw the women's slippers. Her eyes paused. Then she asked, your girlfriends. I was too tired. She took my silence as yes. But seeing me like this, she couldn't question me. She took out cold medicine and watched me swallow it. Then she sat beside me and said, I saw the villa footage. I sneered. Then poked her sore spot. Here to settle accounts for your fiancé. That engagement was my mother's fantasy. I never agreed to marry Shen Heng. And why you were forced to leave me, I already know. As soon as she finished, she leaned in and bit me. To escape, I called Meng Yue. I have a fever. Can you come? Hearing my intimate tone, Suanan's face turned ugly. Seeing I refused to look at her, she decided to leave. But at the elevator, she met Meng Yue. Meng Yue didn't see Suanan. She walked with her head down, muttering, he has a fever again. He must have kicked off the blanket. Hearing that, Suanan felt wrong. Back at the villa, Suanan drank alone. Mrs. Su called, still forcing her to marry Shen Heng. For the group inheritance. You used Xiao Chen to force me to break up. So don't try to control my marriage. As for Shen Heng hurting Lightning, I won't let it go. I lay on the sofa, dizzy and weak. The truth was right before me. Between us now wasn't just anger, but a messy family lie. Controlling elders and Shen Heng's schemes. Lightning was still at the hospital. From now on, with Suanan. Should I move forward or keep pretending? I had no answer.